The news summary, good evening. The large group of Mauritian workers who have been working at the two Constance hotels since June will be returning to their country tomorrow morning. The 81 workers were here for 2 months to assist Constance Ephelia Resort and Lemuria Hotel on Praslin with operations to welcome guests as COVID restrictions eased. The Ephelia Resort have been able to recruit 86 Seychellois during that time. In an interview this afternoon, both the Department of Employment and the Ephelia Resort said that they are satisfied with the support that the task force brought to the hotels.
The task force will leave tomorrow morning on Air Seychelles flight. We take this opportunity to thank one more time all the parties who allowed this to happen. This has supported our operation and kept the level of service and quality that we normally offer at both properties.
From the employment department side, we are actually satisfied that the agreement and discussions that we've had with the Constance hotels back in May has been honored in terms of now we're seeing the task force, they will be leaving for Mauritius tomorrow. And the work continues in terms of encouraging the hotel to continue with the recruitment drive to source for locals that can occupy the positions, the vacant posts that they have within the hotel.
Passengers arriving at the Seychelles International Airport will no longer require to produce the Immigration Blue Form as of next month. Instead, the form will be available online the Seychelles Island Travel Authorization website for passengers to fill ahead of leaving their destination. This new system is now being tested.
For 25 years, the Department of Immigration has been printing this blue form for passengers to fill for custom and immigration clearance on their arrival at the international airport. As of 15 September, this will no longer be the case. The paper forms, which has been costing around 4 million rupees to print each year, will be completely scrapped off. The Principal Secretary for Civil Aviation, Alain Renaud, said that the aim of the paperless immigration project is to also relieve immigration officers from the hassle of having to manually input passengers' information into the system, as well as avoid long queues at the arrival lounge.
It takes them hours to finish son ouvrage. That was after the flight is over, they're still typing in the information for hours. And finalement, aussi for sa COVID-19, you don't want to be handing out forms or dealing except on paper, passing document back and forth, and you want touchless, contactless, seamless activity. So you also have these big lines that are being created. So for example, on a Sunday, you'll have Qatar Airways, you'll have Edelweiss, you'll have Aeroflot all arriving within a few hours, within hours of each other. And sa arrival lounge is very packed, and the reason it takes so long is because every single passenger, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, somebody has to enter the information, ask questions.
This new project is on trial since this week, and passengers traveling to Seychelles are required to pre-fill their entry form electronically. This project is part of the plan to convert passengers' arrival experience into a digital, contactless, and eco-friendly process.
Ms. Louisa Lafortune is the President's Cup winner of the Seychelles Institute of Technology (SIT) for 2020. She is amongst 177 graduates from the SIT who have received either a certificate or a diploma in various courses offered by the institution during 2 virtual ceremonies today. During his speech for the occasion, the SIT director, Hubert Babe, said that COVID-19 pandemic has been a wake-up call for the SIT to move forward with more creativity and innovation in the way it trains its students. However, he had doubts about the effectiveness of virtual learning in the case of SIT students, where they still had to be present in the workshop.
Allow me to first offer my heartfelt congratulations to the learners who are graduating today. This is indeed a big day for you, the graduates, your parents and lecturers. You deserve so much for completing these major milestones after all. On behalf of the SIT Governing Board, the management, heads of programs, teaching and support staff, we say congratulations on your graduation day. As many institutions in Tibet grappled with the switch to online or blended learning, we at SIT saw ourselves struggling to have the necessary infrastructure and capacity to implement our learning management system to do exactly just that. The major challenge for SIT had been to remain operational, to establish and maintain communications with and between lecturers and learners, and to continue to provide our services to the public despite having suspended face-to-face classes for several weeks. The approach of leaving hard copy handouts at the gate for collection was not very effective, but agreeably, that was the main option.
The COVID situation in the schools is stable, but several hundreds of students and teachers have tested positive since the start of community transmission in the middle of last year. Speaking after accepting a donation of 100,000 health masks from the Seychelles China Culture and Tourism Association, the Principal Secretary for the Department of Education and Development, John L'Espérance, said that the gesture would greatly help to control the disease in all the schools. Mr. L'Espérance received the donation from the representative of the Seychelles China Culture and Tourism Association, Erong Zhang. The masks will be distributed to all public, private, and post-secondary institutions.
This donation comes at an opportune time when the COVID-19 pandemic continues to affect our school children, as the figure for positive cases ranges between 500 to 1,000 at any given time. This includes teachers as well. Despite these challenges, our school remains operational. It is a great pleasure for our ministry to accept this donation, which will help us in our efforts to reduce the spread of COVID-19 in our schools. It will ensure that our children can continue with their studies safely.
我受塞舌中国文化旅游协会主席的委托，并通过塞舌大学孔子学院和教育部的沟通。
We hope this can be a little help and health care for the children in Seychelles schools. Children are the future of Seychelles. We sincerely hope that with the care of everyone together, children can grow up healthily during the pandemic time. Thank you very much.
One of the criteria that has made it possible for the Office of the Auditor General to be ranked first out of 118 countries in regards to the auditing of public accounts is being able to work without undue influence. The Auditor General said that when the public accounts are audited in an independent manner, international financial institutions like World Bank is more inclined to provide financial assistance to the country. The World Bank published the Seychelles' ranking recently. The institution ranked Seychelles first alongside South Africa.
It's not only the legal framework that matters, but also how you operate within that legal framework and whether you are able to work independently without putting yourself under undue influence. And you can report. Mind you, when we issue a report, it's not only for local consumption. There are a number of international, regional, and other stakeholders who would be looking at your reports, who would be evaluating you. Although, like you have diplomatic corps, you have other, you have development partners, you have financing agencies. So all of them, they have a watch on you.
And that's the news summary. We'll be back at 8 for the Creole News Bulletin. Bye-bye for now.